flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Underway from SoFi Stadium. Here's Richie James on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
All right, Brad, I know where they're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 7. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 44. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's good.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Goff on 1st down. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Goff throwing complete to Cobb. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
2nd down, McKinnon.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Jerick McKinnon.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st down, 49ers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, McKinnon, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Their own 4-yard.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That's out to the left and complete. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now McKinnon. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. A 31-yard punt there with no return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A Ram 1st down as Goff finds Kupp.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Goff on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers' 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a toss running left, Akers. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and goal, Goff eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by a Kellen Witherspoon.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
A gain of 58 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Toss play to McKinnon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gold is able to put it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Crease here as he's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Niners 10, Rams 7. Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From the 27, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on third, Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He was there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Going right back to Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here on on second down, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it with McKinnon, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Quick toss by Goff is complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Goff. Going up top for Cup. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot him now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Formation for the 49ers.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A huge play that time for the Rams. 45 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. I'll credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first down, it's gone. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 27, Goff. Being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. The contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver pass. The 30, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 78 yards. And the 49ers have moved down in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 87 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Here again is McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 39er D as they score the touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the arm. So if you know, you know.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On the pickup.
They'll go again here with Akers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Allen. Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Here's McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gould is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll look to throw. James has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's back to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Second and 10. Now it's gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Richie James, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete.
So here now Sam Sloman in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
San Francisco.
McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the 49ers, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, but that